Welcome to Prime Space, a Prime Coaching Academy podcast with your host, Elias Scultori. Coaches, today I'm going to teach you how to facilitate the perfect coaching session. What do you think? Ready? Well, we get a lot of this in coach training, and students and mentees, people applying for their ACC, PCC, MCC, it doesn't matter, really concerned about doing it right. What is the right thing to do? I'm doing this wrong. I'm doing this right. And then it's understandable because the whole focus during these periods of time are, focused on standards, polishing our skills, certification path. What are the assessor's expectations? Am I doing it right? So much pressure. And I remember giving myself that pressure at times. So much so that pressure that to the point that we get stuck. And we lose our confidence, all because we are trying to do that perfect session. And this is all very noble. It's the old story of trying to do it right in our efforts to do a good job and our commitment to being, good professionals. We end up aspiring to match every standard and check all the boxes, that ideal that we try to pursue. Well, but I'm sorry to disappoint you, Coach. From that perspective, I don't believe that there is a perfect coaching session. And the reason why I say this is because even if we mark all the markers and check all the boxes, I'm positive that there will always be something we could have done better. Better listening, or a better question, setting up a better focus for the conversation, or perhaps showing more support, or trying to be less intrusive in the coaching conversation, creating more space for the client. There is always a way to do our language could be better, more succinct. That observation that we gave could have been placed a little bit more clearly. There is no end to this technical pursuit. And you might ask, like, why, Elias? I shouldn't it just be about learning the skills and applying them? That should be simple. We say, right, one of the tenets of Prime Coaching Academy, coaching is simple but not easy. Yes and no. Yes, there are techniques and skills to develop, but no, because coaching, another tenet that we have, coaching is a human-to-human experience. And humans are messy. Coaching is unpredictable. Every time we have a session, perhaps with the same client, the client is going to show up differently. We are going to show up differently. There are so many nuances, so many factors playing in the moment of coaching, so many connections that are happening in the moment. That's why there is no one way for us to do anything. There is no one way for us to, for example, establish a session agreement. No set of questions will work all the time, every time. The skill is not to do it predictably. The skill is in the ability to be flexible, play by ear, adjust, customize. And in doing so, things are never going to be completely in control and completely clear and right. Right? What is right? So I would encourage you to let go of this perspective of the technically perfect session. If that exists, I am not sure if I want it. You may know that I'm a pianist. I'm a classically trained pianist, and in the classical music world, we have several examples of people playing the piano, and we look at them, and it's like, wow, it's technically flawless. It's amazing, incredible. But if you listen, it's missing something. It's missing. There is no communication. There is no message. It doesn't touch us, right? Because it's just a display of technique. And bravo, it's amazing. But that human connection, it's missing. And I think it's the same thing with coaching. If we just pursue this technically flawless conversation, I'm not sure if that is going to really be profound and transformational. However, having said that, I do believe there is a perfect coaching session. And you know which one that is? The perfect coaching session is the session that is perfect for the client in that moment. The session that brings value to our clients. The session that makes the client satisfied. The client that the session that supports the client to be able to see themselves more broadly. And that vision, that broader vision, is impactful to them. The session that supports the client to make different connections, to gain a better understanding of themselves, of their situation, and therefore move forward with more intentionality. A lot of times, those sessions, these valuable sessions, are not technically perfect at all. And that's something that we don't talk much about, especially in coach training or in the professional coaching arena at all. We focus so much in what are the standards? Did this person mark the marker? Didn't mark the mark? Didn't mark the marker? Did this person follow this bar? Didn't follow the bar? Is the session open-ended, closed-ended? We talk so much about these skills and these standards, and we miss talking about what is the value that we have created, or what is the open door, or what is the space that we have created that creates value for the client? Because that is the bottom line. Right? The goal is to support that individual to grow, to learn, and to connect. We commit to learning and being more effective with these skills so that we have more tools to support them, so we can be more effective. It is something that we need to be mindful of. Perhaps we are so eager to do it right, to following the rules, that this becomes more prominent, or so prominent, that we forget what this is all about. We miss the point. This is no reason for us to lower our standards and to be sloppy with our technique. Without solid skills, without command of our technique, without being current with the industry standards, the possibility of us creating value is highly diminished. That's why at Prime Coaching Academy, we are focused on this idea of the form and the flow, the science and the art of coaching. It's both. And some of us may lean more towards art, some of us may lean towards science. And we need to be mindful of it so that we can counterbalance it and bring both of them, both form and flow, will create a perfect coaching session, which is imperfect. So here's the deal. Here's how you create a perfect coaching session. Number one, commit to your coaching education, ongoing coaching education. Doesn't matter what is the certification level, how many years of experience you have. Commit to your coaching education. Commit to being up to date with industry standards. I don't care if you agree, disagree, if you think that this is hard or easy. It is right there in these discussions that we are having, and we are creating and we are understanding these standards. It is right there that the industry is happening, and it's crucial for us to be there. I believe it's our duty as professional coaches to do so, to be committed to being up to date to industry standards. Commit to your growth and development as a human being. We are in a line of work that is all about humanity and human development. So we have to show up that way, and we have to understand or seek to understand what it means to be human. That's what it's all about. Commit to building the muscle of empathy, compassion, kindness, embracing the other. Commit to going beyond your points of view, seeing the world with a wider lens. Commit to your client, to their resourcefulness, to their potential, to the brilliance of this individual in front of you. Commit to that moment of coaching, to being fully present with the best of your abilities. I'm here. I just put a blog post, The Art of Being Here, at the Prime Edge, our Prime Coaching Academy blog. I highly encourage you to read that. Commit to being here. Commit to listening. And simply respond. I'm a firm believer if you put all of this together, the likelihood of you facilitating that perfect moment, which is very imperfect, is much higher. So let me know how it goes. Reach out, send me a message, talk to me, ask questions. It's always wonderful to hear from you. And of course, subscribe, write us a review, and share this episode with other coaches. It would be highly, highly appreciated. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you next time.